Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Back at the end of the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers potentially signing Ryan Tannehill. The Steelers, after releasing Mitchell Trubisky, have been linked to multiple quarterbacks to potentially bring in, as it has been reported that they are going to bring a quarterback in to the team throughout the offseason, whether it's through the trade market or it's in free agency to compete with Kenny Pickett. And two guys that have been mentioned and two guys that have come to my brain are Ryan Tannehill and Justin Fields. Justin Fields would be a trade. Ryan Tannehill would be through free agency. I honestly think Ryan Tannehill would be your best option. If you want a realistic QB battle, if that's what the Steelers want, I mean, Justin Fields, I think bringing him in would probably be your best. Like, that's your best option to bring in. But I feel like Justin Fields, if you trade for him, you're just bringing Justin Fields in to take Kenny Pickett's job. If you actually want to give Kenny Pickett a chance, I like Ryan Tannehill. Kenny Pickett, he would still have a chance. I think Kenny Pickett is a solid quarterback. I actually would like to see what he can do going into next season with, a better offensive coordinator, now having Arthur Smith and, Matt Canada's terrible play calling gone. I want to see him actually have a chance, and I feel like with Justin Fields, if he comes into Pittsburgh, I don't think he has a chance. I think you get to see what he has in training camp and preseason, but ultimately Justin Fields is going to get that starting job if we see an open competition between Fields and Pickett. But I feel like Pickett has a good chance against Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill might win that job week one. The Steelers, if you see the two go at it against each other, but I feel like Pickett has a better chance. And but I think the Tannehill signing, it makes sense just because of the fact that Arthur Smith, the Titans offensive coordinator, or former offensive coordinator, is with Pittsburgh now. He is their current offensive coordinator. He was just with the Atlanta Falcons, was their head coach. I know he was terrible with Atlanta, but I think Arthur Smith is one of those guys that is a great offensive coordinator, but just is not meant to be a head coach, in my opinion. I think Arthur Smith is a great play caller, but I think he just needs to stay as an offensive coordinator. I don't think he's meant to be a good head coach in this league, but I think he's meant to be a great offensive coordinator, and we witnessed that with Tennessee when he was with the Tennessee Titans, and Ryan Tannehill was the starting quarterback. So honestly, I think that Ryan Tannehill would be a decent option for the Steelers. With just look at that that area, your literal offensive coordinator, when he was with the Tennessee Titans in his last offensive coordinator job, that was his quarterback. But Ryan has aged since then. I mean, think about it. Smith has been the head coach for the Falcons for 3 seasons. It's been 3 seasons since the two worked with each other. Ryan has aged a lot, but still wasn't bad when he played last season with Tennessee. 10 games with 8 starts, 3-5 record, 349 with 230 pass attempts. 149 for 230, 65 completion percentage, threw for 1,616 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. I don't think the yards are too bad, especially when that's a run-first offense with Tennessee. And I thought he didn't do terrible. And we can go look at Kenny Pickett's stats when, just to compare if this is going to be a competition, let's see what Kenny Pickett did. And the cool thing is that they played around the same games. Tannehill played in a total of 10 games this year. Pickett played in 12. So Pickett did play in 2 more games, although he did start in 4 more games as well. Tannehill, yes, he played in 10, but he only started in 8. So let's go over what Pickett did. 12 games, 12 starts, 7-5 record, 201 for 324, 62 completion percentage. With Tannehill's completion percentage was better. Now, Pickett's record was better, but Pickett did have a better defense, and even though terrible play calling, better wide receivers. Pickett threw 2,070 passing yards with 6 passing touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Although I could imagine Tannehill, if he played the amount of games that Pickett did, would be around that ballpark of 2,000 passing yards if he played 12 games this season, which he didn't. But yeah, I mean, I think for the Steelers to bring in Tannehill would be a good addition. He's a good vet. So if you really do want to keep Kenny Pickett, I think Tannehill could help Kenny Pickett for the near future and would be a good veteran for him to have for him to have around. But I feel like Ryan Tannehill over the last couple of seasons he's been, Tennessee's kind of had him as that veteran guy trying to be there and be the vet to guys like Malik Willis and Will Levis. I mean, I think at this point he probably wants to start, and especially at the end of his career. So I think he's going to probably want to go into Pittsburgh trying to earn that starting job. But maybe once he potentially doesn't get that starting job, maybe he would become a veteran leader to Kenny Pickett. But I think it would be a nice potential signing for Pittsburgh, and especially, look, if you're Tannehill, I think you got to go into it. Look, Kenny Pickett's a guy who's had his injuries, has had some injury problems, had a hard time staying healthy in his 2023 season, even 2022 season. It's the same case there as well. And I think there is a chance for some potential starts there, and I think it would be a solid signing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But and he has a lot of experience in this league as well. Let me know your thoughts on the potential signing in the comment section for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and peace out.